Welcome subscribers to the video. Today we're going to be doing all pops with only Energizer, Pre-Emptive Strike and Sub Commander. And funny enough, that's the order in which we're going to purchase these 3 tier 5s in. So buckle up and settle down as we are going to be going into the depths of the unknown as we do this wonderful CHIMPS game with only 3 towers, being the 3 tier 5 submarines. We could do this on logs, which would be the easiest option, but we're going for an easy option that is not so easy for this particular challenge, because we only have these 3 submarines at our disposal, and I swear there is not another monkey anywhere around the map whatsoever that is trying to blink at us in order to try and set him free. I'm sorry, Cave Monkey, you're gonna have to stick in there and, well, say cool. This one's going to be our Energizer submarine, this one's going to be our Pre-Emptive Strike submarine, and this one's going to be our Sub Commander submarine. Did you know that it is only possible for the passive ability for the Pre-Emptive Strike to instantly wipe out the DT layer on round 99 if you have Sub Commander as well? So, removes the DT property and just leaves the ceramics. Like, we could very well just put Pat in the middle of the water here, just so that he can buff the balloons, but honestly, no. When we end this game, it's going to say Towers Placed 3. And if it says anything above that, then, well, something might have happened with the script of this game. But nonetheless, so E-tip darts with twin guns. I honestly think that bottom path is better for the ballistic missile because it does more damage, fires faster. It's better in some way, shape or form with the bottom path. But you don't get anything else with airburst darts when it comes to the ballistic missile. But what you do get is airburst darts. Right, we're going to be going Submerge Support because we're going to need some means of decamoufying balloons, but we will unsubmerge the submarine for this given point in time because we're going to need all the firepower that we have for the early game. So this one is now an 022. This one's also going to be an 022 at some point, but this one will be the 025. I honestly think that the more PS is going to be more important than the ability to strike first with the increased range that we have with the longer range and advanced intel. Advanced intel is not that useful because of the fact that, well, there's not really other towers around to be able to share their intel with the intel capabilities of the submarine using top path. I hope that sentence makes sense. Right, we're going to need to go back on the submerged status for our Submerge Support submarine. Honestly, airburst darts are going to be very important because of the increased capabilities of being able to decamoufy balloons. Lovely days, isn't it, subscribers? Right, we have ballistic missile, and then this one's going to be triple guns. Then the next one after that, which I can't... Oh, APR, or advanced piercing... armor piercing darts. I know it began with A, but what word it began with A, I forgot. I hope wherever you are right now, whatever it is that you're doing very well where you are, and I'd like to say thank you ever so much for all of your support, whether this is your first video, your 10th video, your 100th video, or whatever when it comes to the channel. I appreciate all of your support, regardless of where you are and what it is that you are doing. Except if you're being a serial killer, then I do not appreciate your presence. The ballistic missile is quite odd, because sometimes it doesn't... It goes to the very start of a track when it shouldn't, because we don't have advanced intel. But it's like, maybe it's because we popped that balloon in which the ballistic missile was trying to aim at, so therefore it bypasses that by just simply going to the start of the track and popping the balloons there. I think, possibly, who knows. Armor piercing darts is going to help us out with the Moabs early on in the game. But do you know where we're going to be going next with our purchases? First strike capability? No. Sub Commander? No. we're going to be going with Energizer because I fear round 63 more than the Moabs. Remember, if we lose at all, if we lose even one life, we have to start over again from round 6. This time, I'm feeling very confident that we're not going to be making any mistakes, that I decide to do a normal game rather than challenge editor. I feel personally that being able to succeed in a 2-tower chimps or 2 mega pops or any other kind of challenge to be much more rewarding and gratifying when you didn't do it in a challenge editor, because you don't have that fail safe for you with a challenge editor. Obviously, for the majority of the times, I like to test things out and be able to go from there by using challenge editor so that I am able to preserve progression, but in the same way, using challenge editor feels like it's less rewarding doing the 2TC or any other kind of challenge because you have that fail-safe in place. What do I mean by fail-safe? Something that is put in place where, in case you fail, you didn't lose any progression whatsoever. You just failed to progress forward. You're kind of in a time loop. If the amount of ceramics around 63 is going to far exceed the PS cap in which the plutonium reactor can actually hold out. Like, it can pop all of these, but when it comes to round 63, the sheer amount of ceramics will mean that some of them will be damaged, but other ones will be completely unaffected. So that's why we're going for the Energizer, so that it has more PS, but most certainly more damage. Round 58 is coming to a close, which will mean round 59 we will have ourselves the Energizer, and now all of these weak balloons do not stand a single chance against the Energizer itself. Perhaps the only thing that could potentially stop us is super fortified ceramics around 98 when it comes to the Energizer alone. Just a little trick there. Just utilize the increased length of the top path so that you're able to just get a few pops in there so that we'll be able to progress forward. Round 61. Our next objective is the first strike capability, and then we'll pursue forward to preemptive strike and then sub commander after that. Here we go. Fortified Moabs. I'll say BFBs there. They're almost as deadly as a BFB in a way, a standard one. There we go. That's what I was fear of, and that's why I got the Energizer before the other 2 tier 5s. Or even this tier 4 to be exact. Because of the fact of these ceramics being an absolute menace, you need to think of every single one of the 95 rounds in a chimps game in order to succeed. It's not just what's in front of you. It's like a game of chess. You've got to think all of the board, not just what's in front of you at any given point in time. Predicting the future. Come on, there we go. Clear all those fortified Moabs up, please. Let them not be a nuisance any given point in time, although I fear that if we don't get the FSC as soon as possible, we may be able to run into some issues when there are multiple amounts of these things within the range of the Energizer. Because it also has its own PS cap, just like with every other tower. Oh, first strike capability. Lovely! Now, the timing of the first strike capability can mean the difference between a success or a failure. Because if you can time it right, you can affect multiple Moabs with a single first strike capability if you allow the first most Moabs or BFBs or ZMGs to go across this little square so that it's now going towards the submarines, but there are other Moab class balloons nearby as well. So you're able to fully utilize the explosive radius of the first strike capability itself. Round 71 is here. So here we have, boom, we were able to affect all of those because they were all within the radius of that explosion. It targets the strongest most ones, so in that case it was the first one. But let's see here. Here's another example of what we can do with this. So, boom. It's partially damaged it, but it helps. It thoroughly helps. Any help is appreciated, even if it is just the equivalent of a dart monkey throw at 000. Round before round 76. What can we do against these? I'm glad I partially damaged those fortified Moabs, because they can sometimes get further than you would like them to get. So there we go. Deal with those. Lovely, lovely. Round 76 is going to be a non-issue because of the Energizer. This thing is beautiful against ceramics. Good, and there is the other one. Lovely, round 78. All these beautiful ceramics are gonna go bye-bye. And there we go. Just like that. BFB incoming, non-existent issue now with the first strike capability. Also, here's another known fact. See this little icon up here? Well, I'll show you when the round is cleared, but if you unsubmerge the Energizer, that buff to its ability reduction goes away because the icon was not there when I unsubmerged it. See? Look, the icon is now gone. So, in order to fully utilize the Energizer, you need to keep it submerged so that the ability reduction is always there at any given point in time for your navals and your, well, other ability-based towers, but mainly your navals and your heroes, I think, as well, actually, when it comes to the increase of the leveling up. Now 79 is done. Come on now. And you know what? We'll leave this one. We'll see how well this does. And ooh, that was a little close. But now the CMG was instantly wiped. Let's see. Boom. Partially damaged the other ones. Sometimes the range of these two submarines can be really inconsistent, because they sometimes are able to reach over here and damage with BFBs, but then at other times they just don't fire whatsoever. Oh, I really needed that. And Pre-Emptive Strike is here. Now it fires the ballistic missiles much faster and has the passive ability of firing a ballistic missile at every single Moab that spawns from the track. Beautiful, isn't it? Let's see. And when they come back around, and boom. Ah, it does partial damage. Lovely. But alas, we will take that over nothing. And that round has gone. Round 83 is going to be a non-issue with the Super Ceramics. Super Ceramics are referred to ceramics that are after round 80, so the CMG is popped. This is the beauty of the Pre-Emptive Strike. Just pops all of them like they're nothing. So the final theme that we're going to be getting is Subscriber Commander. Sorry, Sub Commander. Sorry, I have to get all my sub puns out of the way for this video. And then when update 40 comes around, because it's been confirmed by Ninja Kiwi within the update patch notes of update 37 when that initially released, the fact that the next Paragon is going to be the one and only Submarine Paragon. I didn't make that up. I got it from Ninja Kiwi, from one of Ninja Kiwi's posts, because someone thought that I requested for the next Paragon to be the submarine. No, my source is Ninja Kiwi, not for me to Ninja Kiwi. Okay? Okay? Okay, round 86 has been done and dealt with. Lovely days, and that's done. The first ZMG has been dealt with. Round 87 has 4 of these behemoths. Let's do another one. Let's see. Just look at the. Let's see if this fires. Yeah, it fires some. Yeah, I don't understand that temporary increased rate of like attack side. Like it shouldn't always do. It shouldn't do that really whatsoever. You either have one or the other, but not both. Somebody explain the science behind that one. Let's see, we just need to instantly wipe that, so that we'll be able to get the money necessary for Sub Commander. Now the passive ability is even better now, thanks to the fact that we have extra pierce and damage to the commander and all subs in its radius. I think the other 2 submarines are in its radius. Panel 89 is here. And let's see, just use that. and just watch the absolute massacre of these DDTs. Those three did not stand a chance. Now 91 is here. Make sure to leave a like, a comment, and if you've not done so already, subscribe for more videos like this. Now I was thinking of doing the Buccaneer like all pops main, but then I've already done a 2-tower chimps video with the Pirate Lord and the Carrier flagship, so I've already kind of done it with just 2 of the 3 towers, so it wouldn't really make any sense just to add the Pirate Lord, sorry, the Trade Empire, just so that you can actually get the all pots with the Buccaneers, because I've already kind of done that already. Round 93 is here, and DDTs are just instantly wiped. As beautiful. Lovely, lovely. Going through these rounds beautifully. Not using that ability in a little bit, actually. We will use it for the CMGs, and some of those Moas were instantly wiped there. Lovely. Because it's able to do enough damage against them, which is beautiful. Yeah, I don't understand the temporary buff in its range. It's really inconsistent. Lovely. And yeah, this is not lounging around. Like, it's doing thousands of damage every second, but it's just the fact that our Pre-Emptive Strike and our Energizer are the main contributors of damage. Well, mainly this, but you get what I mean. Everyone is part of a team. This is leading the fleet. And this one over here, well, it's just wiping them all out. Like, thematically, Brickle would be ideal to support these 3 submarines. But I want the challenge of just doing this with these 3 submarines and nothing else. There's nothing else on the screen that is otherwise helping us. I'm looking at you, Cave Monkey. You are non-existent to me at this given point in time. Don't you dare write in the comment sections below hashtag free the Cave Monkey. Right, around 97. That Zeon first strike capability with the passive instantly. Let's see, what about the other one? Yeah, it instantly removes the fortified ZMG layer. No, it's just the rest of this that's going to be possibly an issue. Nah, not an issue whatsoever. So, okay, round 98. This is the big round. This is the Mahusive round that could end in failure. But guess what, okay? We are in this for the long run. And all of years do not stand a chance against our combined might. Let's see. Oh, these ZMGs could be a menace. The sheer number of Pierce here could be an issue here. Oh no. And those fortified DDTs got instantly wiped. That is so awesome. Submarines. They are just as, if not even more powerful than their unsubmerged counterparts, being Buccaneers. So let's see how we go along with this. Can we instantly wipe the bad here? Can we? I don't know how close it is to be able to be... Oh, I should have... Oh my god, that was really scary actually. I was trying to time it a bit more because I thought it wasn't complete, as in like its ability to be... Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a little bit scary. I was hoping to use it when the bad was just slightly bit more damage. I didn't know how to scale its damage here because of the fact that, well, I can't really tell how badly damaged the bad is with this skin. I should really change it so that I get more of a visual cue, because with the old time skin, it's not really prevalent. See, towers placed 3. And what do we have to place down when it comes to towers? The Pre-Emptive Strike, the Energizer, and the Sub Commander. Like, all of these have done their own fair share of work. If it wasn't for the Sub Commander, then our Pre-Emptive Strike submarine would not be able to do as much damage as it has been able to do so. And the beautiful Energizer there as well. Chef's kiss. Thank you so much for watching. I know I did promise for a 2 Mega Pops video from the previous video, but I experimented with this and thinking, you know what, I've already got my videos sorted out. for the day. So, congratulations, you completed this track on hard. Also, this is just a CHIMPS guide on how to do this map. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. Remember, if you do not click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bells, then all of your future box openings of diamond crates, there will be no chance of a tier 5 insta monkey whatsoever. Also, when I do the next video, this event will end, so get your tier 5 instas while you can, if you can, because bloody hell, the chances of getting one are very low. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Let me know what kind of video you'd like to see me do next. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, everyone.